5 levels of Coworker music.
If you're like me, you enjoy indulging in a little bit of short form content, whether it be
Occasionally here
TikTok,
and there.
Instagram Reels, or even YouTube
At least 5 hours a day. I can't lie, I'm cooked.
Shorts. And one thing I've been seeing across TikTok and YouTube this past year is talk about coworker music. With coworker music ranging anywhere from pop songs to the bottom of the barrel most insufferable music you have
You're
ever
insane.
heard.
You're
So
in
today
pain.
wanted
I
to
can tell
explore
by
the
what
world
you're
of coworker
saying.
music, specifically looking at 5 different types
Face
of coworker
ass.
music you may have already encountered. But first, what even is coworker music? Coworker music is a term that is similar to NPC music, or basically even referring to your coworkers as NPCs with basic music taste. Essentially, it was a term that pompous, arrogant, egotistical people would use to demean other people's music taste. The kind of people that think you're an idiot.
I never heard of coworker music. I think it's just the extension of, like, bro, the bot music. Like, that, you know how I'd be like, bro, you an astronaut in the ocean ass nigga? Like, music that's made literally, like, just for memes and for H&M and, like, Whole Foods and the supermarket, bro. Like, no one actually puts their headphones on and listen to this shit, bro. That's, yeah, see, that's what he even said. He was like, it's an extension of that, but, you know, he's probably gonna differentiate it right here.
If you don't like their favorite super niche artists like Death Grips or something like that, or people that spend
Death
their
Grips?
Friday
That sounds
nights
like a
on regular
masturbation
music.
technique.
However, I do think this term has a little bit of truth to it. Back when it was first started, it still represented the NPC music sort of phrase, where basically the songs are very non-offensive corporate type songs that can be played anywhere to anyone. These are songs that aren't breaking through any boundaries, just safe, simple songs you'd hear at the grocery store.
Oh,
or feel
yeah.
comfortable playing.
I have a friend that loves these types of songs.
Not all corporate songs are corporate hype songs. There's a lot of overlap, but there's different genres. And
Bro, can we stop? Like, bro, why does Gen Z love to fucking, like, categorize things so much, bro? Just shut the fuck up and let it be, bro. I'm tired of these niggas, man. Tired of these niggas. It's not corporate, it's corporate pop. Like, nigga, shut your ass up, bro. Everything gotta be an aesthetic. Everything gotta have a, like, god damn, bro. These niggas get me so mad. I'm about a 1.5 this bitch.
Sia song, Pyramid Scheme music, Maroon 5, retail music, Imagine Dragons, anime music, Uptown Funk, middle school music, Flow Rida, homecoming music, Ed Sheeran, prom music, AC/DC, movie trailer music, Katy Perry, presidential rally music, High Hopes by Panic at the Disco, all of the above, AJR. This is the music to play in hell as you're being tortured for the rest of time.
I don't necessarily agree with all of his takes, but you get the point. However, over time, I feel like coworker
It's
music
funny, I'll give
term
it
has
that.
been niched down to specifically target the
I'm
weirder
not gonna
coworkers
shuffle
you
last
have,
name,
or sometimes
like,
it's just
bro.
used to describe music you don't like.
Thought coworker music was just easily recognizable music that you played when you were with your coworkers in case you ever got a hold of the aux. You're not gonna start playing Benji Bluebills in the middle of the fucking Walmart break room. So, you know, you'll turn on some recognizable.
It's a good thing I don't work at Walmart.
Maybe some Drake. But now I'm seeing that coworker music is just being used to describe any music that you don't like. Yo, Joey Badass just dropped yesterday. You heard it?
Nah, that's coworker music, bro.
So that new Drake and P&D's dropping soon. You excited?
Drake in the Bay 2025. Relax.
I've seen the phrase coworker music popping up more and more in relation to artists with weirder or worse music than what the term used to be used for. I mean, I'm sure some of you have seen the memes.
Now, see, like, putting that on, like, it's so crazy. Like, that's like, people put their headphones on and do that, bro. Man, if you don't listen to Xavier So Bass, you listen to coworker music, bro. Nah, Xavier So Bass is that's so deep down the rabbit hole. I think there's a big gap between listening to Xavier So Bass and the connection between that and coworker music. I ain't gonna lie. He did grow on me though, as I said last stream. He definitely did.
Bro, his new album is so fire.
Hey there, fellas. What y'all talking about?
Oh, Tyler's new album?
Tyler? Who's that? Just like some other rapper?
He's pretty good.
Those guys all
I
sound the
kid you
same.
not, bro. I have a friend just like this, bro. I kid you, like Taeyeon, if you're watching this, bro, I'm sorry, but like, this is you. This is you. It's like he doesn't care about most things that we care about. That's completely fine. Like, this nigga, that ass, basically my best friend, but my nigga. Any conversation we had about music or food, it's not gonna last more than 30 seconds, bro. Like, it's gonna start and stop with I enjoyed it or I didn't or I think it's okay. Like, that's it, bro. That's it, bro. Like, it's crazy. It's hilarious, to be honest. Yo, I don't remember the last time I heard a Tyler the Creator song. Honestly, yeah, not really. I didn't really listen to his last album. I'm gonna be honest, and the one before that, I listened to like one time, and then I was pretty much done. I don't know. I just don't really care for it, man. I don't really care for it. Igor was my favorite Tyler album, and it's just like from there, it's like nah. Tyler kind of make music for white people, but the thing is, I enjoy white people music. It's just, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. Tyler's rap shit, I do like it, but I'm gonna be honest, my favorite shit from Tyler is like his melodic, uh, heavy instrumental orchestra shit, bro. That's why I like Igor, because it was like so production heavy. But, and I do think that's something that you can connect to Tyler more or less, but that's my favorite sound from him. Like even back in the day when he was like on his like Goblin shit, that wasn't really like the Tyler that I liked. Honestly, I'd fuck with like a Earl Sweatshirt rap more than Tyler for real.
If you guys are interested, I can put you on some real music. How about it?
Sure, Bob.
Your music taste might not be as refined as mine, but I think you'll like it. There's a fire in my soul.
So that's why I've decided to do 5
Yeah,
different
yeah.
levels, since there are different uses of this term in different situations. Couple of quick disclaimers as well. First, this video format was inspired by Jay Diggs, who made a very interesting video on industry plants, and I thought this format
Damn.
fit the coworker music conversation
I'm gonna
perfectly,
save that
so
one for
shout
next
out to him.
stream.
Also, if you like an artist in this video or a song, or you maybe are an artist in this video, you don't need to feel bad. Some people are super into music and others aren't. Kind of like how I'm super into music,
Like my
but I don't
mans,
really care
bro,
that
that I
much
was just
about
telling you
movies,
about.
and I probably have a pretty basic taste. I mean, if it's not an action movie or a comedy, there's a good chance I'm not watching it. So this video isn't to make fun of anyone, although I will be cracking a couple jokes here and there.
They always
Anyways,
had more
let's
of a
get into
white
level
fan
one.
base. That's true.
Level 1, pop music. At the very most basic
And if they were
definition of
black, they were
coworker
definitely
music,
edgy.
You have the inoffensive songs that
They
don't
definitely
push
were the outcasted black people.
the needle at all. Just songs made for as wide an audience as possible. They aren't necessarily bad, they're just kind of bland. This level is very subjective, but I really think any song with like a billion streams could fall into this category. I worked at a Kroger for like 5 years, so I think really any song that they would play over the loudspeaker would count as a level 1. A good example is Watermelon Sugar by Harry
Fair.
Styles, because that was on repeat. Another good one could
I
be
would never
Sunflower by
listen to
Post
that.
Malone and Sway Lee. Personally,
I did bump that. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was fire. That shit was fucking fire. I think there's certain songs that get commercial success because they're so easily digestible by everyone. And then there's songs that get commercial success because they're fucking amazing and easily digestible by everyone. And you can connect them to like a big moment in time. Like Spider-Verse was fucking amazing. On top of the fact that the soundtrack was good. It's a reason people bump this shit. Watermelon Sugar, bro, is like, my nigga, you heard it in a couple of TikTok memes. Nigga, late night sometimes when you lotioning your legs after you get out the shower, you might just be in the, yeah, Watermelon Sugar, hi, you know, it happens sometimes, but like, it's not the same thing, bro. It's not the same thing. Man, I don't even know how to make a popular video anymore. Man, tell me about it, man. Tell me about it. Algorithm's been kicking my ass.
yeah, I think both of these are good songs, but they are super basic. So if these are some of your favorite songs of all time, I think you'd qualify for level 1. But we don't only have coworkers who listen to pop music. This applies to other genres too, with a good example being How You Remind Me by Nickelback. Again, not a bad song at all, but it just sounds like something that would be in a Transformers soundtrack. Another great
Yeah.
example is A Bar Song by Shabuzi. Again, it isn't a bad song by any means, but it sounds like
It's just looking at this nigga, bro, I already know I don't want to listen to his music.
it was literally made for background music at a bar in the boonies. I mean, I guess the name is A Bar Song, so I guess that makes sense. In my opinion, though, one of the prime
W
examples for level 1
self-awareness.
is Benson Boone, who just came out of nowhere making very bland, basic songs that aren't necessarily bad, but they definitely aren't anything special. You could probably put a bunch of Drake songs in here too. Really just anything super popular, where if it's your favorite song of all time, you probably have a pretty surface level music taste, which is totally fine, by the way.
See, but even Drake, though, I feel like most of the song, there are a couple of songs that are like, but most of the songs I feel like are good. Most of them I feel like are just good.
I think I enjoy every song I listed so far, but level 2 is where it starts to get a little bit worse. Level 2. Popular, but not that good. Have you ever heard a song on the radio that
There we
you just
go.
hate? I remember there were a few on that Kroger playlist that I would hear once an hour for 8 hours straight, and it would just drive me insane. For me, one song that sticks out was The Middle by Jimmy Eat World. I don't even think it's a bad song,
That
but
doesn't
that
sound
chorus
bad.
after hearing it 5,000 times is just ear-piercing. And again, the songs in level
Fair.
2 can be quite subjective. They're still extremely popular, just a bit more contentious in the
That's true. Like, a lot of the times, what happens with music is you don't hate it when you first hear it, but you hear it so much that you have no choice but to hear it at times, and you grow to hate it.
public eye. Another great example of that is Dance.
God's Plan was carried by the music video. Nah, you can't do that, bro. Be honest, you go up to 100 people and you ask them if they know God's Plan, and then ask them what the music video was, I think maybe 20 of them will tell you that what the music video was, bro. God's Plan was a good song. I ain't gonna lie. That's an L take, Buzzy. It just gets overplayed. Yeah, I think that's what he's kind of getting at here.
Monkey by Tones and I.
Be like, this is
Again,
bullshit.
It's an extremely
Brain rot.
popular song that is played at tons of events, but there are also a
This
lot
is
of
like fucking Five Nights at Freddy's autism kid music, bro.
people that hate this song. Not only is level 2 basic and soulless like level 1, but it has a few elements that make people hate it. Dance Monkey in particular, it's probably just the voice that bugs me and others. I just can't stand the cadence she does on that song, but clearly others enjoy it. Another good example is Imagine Dragons, a super popular and successful band in the mid-2010s, but a lot of people also hate them. I think a lot of pop songs
Imagine
in, like,
Dragons
the
is
mid-2010s
tough.
had that type of vibe where it was good when I was 13, but I could never see myself listening to it now. Another group of songs that I think fits
That
well
is
in this
true, though.
category is the more
Imagine
annoying
Dragons.
pop music, like Single Ladies by
Oh, Single
Beyonce or
Ladies.
Bad Blood by
Put your
Taylor
hands
Swift.
up.
Maybe a better way of describing level 2 is songs that age poorly.
These are songs that, like, they're not bad, but like he said, they didn't age well. And you only listen to them, you know, like sometimes on weekends, right? Like you get home from work and then you just go on your phone and go on this like nostalgia trip of just listening to a bunch of old songs from your childhood and read comments and just think about like how much better life used to be than it currently is because we can't afford a house, we can't afford food, and quite frankly our economy is crashing down and there's nothing in life to really look forward to. So you have to like go back and reminisce on like old songs and see like how shit used to be. I think those are the types of songs that it is. Single Ladies was good for its time, but I don't think anyone played that on the aux to bump that by itself exactly. And like the only time I'll listen to it personally is like, like I remember that time, like 2011, like that was a good fucking year. 2012, whenever the fuck that shit came out. I think that's really what it is. I think that's really what it is. Single Ladies also came out at a time where like, you know, Obama had just won presidency, like all the minorities had hope, including women, and there was like a huge like boom of just like women power and shit, you know. So I think now in the current landscape, I think it's just a little bit cringe to most people. You know, a lot of shit really is a product of its time and it shows.
Sure, they may have been fun when they came out, but quickly
Facts,
they became
Kane, it was
overplayed
really
and
good for its
outdated.
time.
A great example of that is Happy by Pharrell Williams. It's a good song, but it's also not a good song. I don't know how to describe it. Pharrell is an
It's just catchy. That shit not good. it's not. And overplayed at that. If it wasn't that overplayed, I think niggas wouldn't hate it as much. But that shit really is. Like, you just know he made that with a hit in mind. Like, he was trying to make a hit.
extremely talented artist, of course, don't get me wrong, but this song just got so repetitive and annoying that it kind of hurts to listen to in 2025. Again, though, level 2 is very subjective. These songs are still very popular and have people that enjoy them, despite a lot of others disliking them. But level 3 is where it starts to get tricky. Level 3, niche down. Level 3 has the coworker who has their own music taste, they like their own genres, and it fits their personality. But these songs can also be considered quite controversial when it comes to music enthusiasts. Like, I had a coworker one time who unironically liked Game Over by Falling in Reverse.
My life is like a video game, trying hard to beat the stage.
I mean, if you like this, good for
Nigga, what the Wreck-It Ralph end credit scene was that bullshit, bro? I'm sorry, like, this is the shit that you gotta, like, I'm not gonna bash you for what you like. You can't help what you like. But at the same time, my nigga, like, do not turn this shit on in the V, bro. Just don't do it. Just don't.
you for listening to what you like, but that song is rough. And again, not every song in level 3 is inherently bad. For example, I think an artist that would fit well into this category is NF. Now, this song isn't
Theme
inherently
music.
bad, but one thing I've noticed with coworker music is there's a lot of these overdramatic beats or instrumentals or almost triumphant sort of melodies, and then the writing is
niggas
just
be
pretty
rapping
bland.
fast
Of course,
as hell,
again, this is subjective, and I
talking
don't
about, you ever hate me, but I overcame it, but I overcame it, and I overcame it, and I overcame it, and I overcame it, and believe in me, and believe in me, and it's just a bunch of positive ass hippie bullshit that they rapping, bro. It just comes off so corny and forced.
hate that song, but it's not my favorite. I saw someone unironically comment this under NF's song. I'm probably older than your dad, but I know a creative genius when I see one. And this guy has it. I like maybe 1% of all rap out there, and this is one. Eminem has the other songs in that 1%.
See, you just don't like black people. What do you mean I'm older than your dad, but I know a creative genius when I seen one. And I like 1% of rap music. And Eminem is the only other rap music that you like, nigga. You just don't like black people. You don't. The only other black person that this nigga would consider listening to that's a rapper is Dax. And Dax basically isn't even black, bro. At least by a musical standpoint. I don't think there's a single black Dax fan, bro. And if he is, if he does exist, bro, that nigga not from the trenches, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And they're not even within 10 miles of the trenches. LOL, if it's not about drugs, women, and on a rage beat, I don't want it. But like sometimes it could get like that, don't get me wrong. But I just like, nah, this dude doesn't like black people.
These are the types of people in level 3. Something you see a lot of in level 3 is songs that are trying too hard to be something they're not, or songs that are outdated or trying to bring back a trend, like our guy Machine Gun Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly has a big fan base, but many of those in the music community see him as someone who is making mediocre pop punk, just copying people who already did it, with a much worse voice, might I add. His System of a Down cover is probably one of the most flat vocal.
I'm not gonna lie, I like a lot of MGK's alternative music, but it does come off to me like someone who's trying to recreate the sounds of a lot of bands that already existed. Personally, I don't care all that much, but it does take me out of putting him in any sort of like serious musical conversations, you know? Yeah.
Performances I've ever heard.
Life is a waterfall.
Listen to that and then the original and tell me what's better. And also his Misery Business.
I love me some System of a Down. Yo, let me show you. That's how true it is. Yo, where? Nah, hold on. Damn, I did got a System of a Down shirt, but it's not directly in my room. But I love me some System of a Down, man. MGK music is a bootleg ripoff of 2000s pop punk. I would not disagree with you. Do I think it's bad? No. But nah, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Like that at all. I think the best way to describe songs like these is they're something I probably would have listened to and enjoyed when I first started learning a lot about music. But as I found the artists that these people were inspired by, or the genre they are trying
it's just
to
way
recreate,
better.
The roots of the music, I enjoy that a lot more, which in turn leaves me feeling like MGK,
and it's authentic,
is a cheap knockoff. Logic, as another example, is someone I used to like a lot when I was younger. But as I listened to more and more rap music, I realized Logic is just kind of a watered down version compared to a lot of the genre's innovators. Like there's even a video, it's called like 5 minutes of Logic copying Kendrick, and that just kind of ruined it for me. On top of this, like I said, level 3 and onwards tend to try too hard to come
just like certain shit don't got no soul behind it. Like, I don't want to be that dude that says like you have to feel people's music and it has to be authentic, but at least if you're not being authentic, let this shit be like enjoyable in a different sort of way. Like most underground music doesn't mean shit, nor does it come from any sort of authenticity, but the beat lit, like, you feel me? It's mosh music, so it serves a different purpose. But like, if you're rapping to me and the main aspect of your music that I'm supposed to be digesting is your words and the story that you're telling me, and it doesn't relate to you, then what else can I really grasp onto to make this interesting? And that's why I feel like a lot of these lyrical, spiritual, spherical niggas be going wrong with they bullshit.
Is something they aren't.
Yeah, it's missing that substance. Not, you feel me? The sound, LOL, the sound is more innovative in the underground. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's other things to latch on. I'm not listening to this shit to hear about niggas' stories. It's literally like their voices are basically playing like the sixth instrument in the beat. And I'm fine with that, you know? But with this shit, it's just like, bro, you're telling me a lie. You're rapping fast as hell, and I have to dissect what you're saying. The beat don't be that good. You know, it's basically just shit on a plate. You know, like, just because it's on a plate does not mean that it's food.
Just in the sense of trying to reinvent a genre unsuccessfully, but in other ways too. Like a rapper pretending to be tough in his rap songs, but selling it poorly. Such as Lil Mabu, the super rich kid who is acting all hard on.
But the music sounds good, I'm gonna be honest.
Music, you are a level 3 Coworker music enjoyer.
I'm not listening to this nigga in my ears, and I'm a New York nigga at heart. Lil Mabu actually a New York nigga at heart too. A rich one, but he's from New York. I ain't gonna take that away from him. He went to school at I forgot where he went to school, but I know he definitely went to school in like one of them private schools. But the at least the beat was good. Like, you know, it's a bop. He's not just trying to convince you that he really does this shit. It's just to make it capitalize on a genre that was lit at the time, and like the nigga, this shit sounded good. But I give him more credit than a lot of people.
But I think a commenter on one of my previous videos where I mentioned
And he could
coworker
rap.
music put it best when he said, I think the biggest issue with a lot of coworker music, including rap, is that it's trying to be deep, but it's extremely non-personal.
Oh my
they're
God.
simply non-personal. Yeah, they're singing about depression, substance abuse, heartbreak, but it's very formulaic, and it doesn't feel like things they actually experienced. And as such, the music overall just doesn't have the emotional weight it needs, either because it's trying to stay upbeat, or because the artist's lived experiences don't reflect the music, so it comes off as corny. Listening to some
Yeah, and at least like, bro, if you're gonna do that, like make the shit sound good. Make it like a club anthem or like a, you know, just something a little bit more turned up. Like at least if I'm gonna get depressed, I'm gonna do that listening to a nigga who was actually depressed and doing drugs, like X or Juice. I don't want to hear that shit from like some fucking white nigga with goddamn with a polo turtleneck on, bro. Like I just like that's just not. You feel me? I'm gonna get my lean from the nigga that look like he got good lean, not the nigga with some glasses and some a goddamn cardigan on. Like, what are we doing?
someone like MGK or Dax sing about their struggles has the same vibe as the rich kid in middle school doing an essay on poverty. The personal touches that matter in it just aren't there. Undoubtedly, this is the best way to say it. And don't worry, we're gonna get to Dax,
comment.
but first we have to get
He
through
summed it
level
up.
4. Not great, sort of cringy, but somehow they still have fans. Level 4 is where things start to get rough and the songs start to get kind of bad. Think of songs like Thick of It by KSI or Astronaut in the Ocean. One song that I think fits well.
Yes, bro. I say this all the time. That's how true it is, bro. I'm telling you, every time I see a nigga with bot music taste, bro, I call him an astronaut in the ocean ass nigga. It doesn't fail, bro. It doesn't fail. Fucking 2K trailer music, bro.
Or even an artist is
modern day
gone viral
trailer
on platforms like TikTok and Instagram Reels.
You pop out at 1 in the morning, you really want to know this kind of life never boring.
I guess his whole thing that he has like this bear character that raps the songs. I don't know. And these songs aren't bad necessarily, but they aren't great, and it's just kind of cringy. It sounds forced. Like I strongly feel like the guy who made that song isn't actually popping out at 1 in the morning. There are a couple of other artists who've blown up online for making coworker music that I think fit perfectly in level 4, like Brendan Abernathy.
You'll be married in a year in the suburbs with a kid on the way in 3. Convincing yourself you're living the American dream. And I'll be dancing out in California. Kid who got it all wrong. Convincing myself one day I'll write a love song.
Him getting up on his toes is what really sent it over the line.
You said it, bro. You holy cornball. And see, the thing is with this is like, it's so sad because some people are good at music on a mechanical level. Like, they can sing, they can play instruments. They just have no fucking direction that makes things interesting, bro. And those are the people that end up doing, like, song covers for the rest of their life and doing cringe shit like this to get some instant engagement that never leads to a record deal. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, no one wants to hear this. Like, yeah, this dude can sing greatly, better than me. He can play the guitar, but, like, it's just... like, you're good at music just as a party trick.
For me. And this got so big that I couldn't get it out of my head for a while, so I guess it isn't that bad inherently. And it got to the point where even Drewski was parodying it.
Yeah.
Again, the song isn't that bad, but it doesn't sound too great though, and it was kind of cringy. However, he still has fans, which is great. Another song that went viral this year that has that same sort of vibe is We Will Never Die by Kyle Gordon.
We are young. There's a fire in our soul. We go big or go home together.
But what's really funny, and I somehow never knew this, is that Kyle Gordon is actually like a musical comedian. It becomes pretty obvious when you listen to the chorus and hear him say, "No one we know will ever die. Our moms and dads will never die," which is pretty funny. And
it's like that music that, you know, when back in like 2013 through like 2017, where like every YouTuber, like, it was just a side quest. It was a canon event. They had to take a stab at music at some point. Like, they had to make a song, whether it was rap or like some shit. Like, this is exactly what it is, bro. Once I heard that beat, I felt like I was in 2012. Nah, word, just without all of the good times attached to it. Like, I'm telling you, like, it just sounds like someone never made music a day in their life and they took a stab at it with with at least like a decent studio and someone to select the instrumentals for them, bro. Like it's just, yeah.
He's also the same guy responsible for this song I've seen going viral online too.
Yeah, this is that shit that your annoying ass cousin who may or may not be, feel me, word, just fucking comes in your room singing this shit to you out of goddamn nowhere, bro. This shit crazy.
Though making fun of that genre of overdramatic millennial music, I think that qualifies that whole genre, I guess, as level 4 coworker music. But these artists aren't just limited to going viral on short form platforms. I think an artist that I would throw in level 4 is Baby No Money.
That song reminded me of how Ears Spears hears UK rap. That was a lot of fucking ears. But sure. And this, I could have went without seeing that. Is this nigga even wearing drawers with a whole ass pair of baggy minimal jeans on?
Don't get me wrong, he has some decent songs and he seems like a cool
guy.
guy.
I never
but a
see
lot
that
of his
again.
songs are just kind of meme songs or gimmick songs. I do get why he has a fan base of like internet people who find this music entertaining, but honestly, I enjoyed some of his old stuff a bit more, and I think he used to make some great songs back in the day. Once he introduced a bunch of gimmicks and jokes, it just made the music a bit harder to seriously enjoy. Quality-wise,
but he's
I
getting
think Baby No
paid.
Money could be in like level 3 with some songs in level 2, but the gimmicks and persona he does makes his music more into content instead of music itself, which is why I think level 4 is fitting. Overall, I think the best way to describe level 4 coworker music or artists is when the music starts transitioning more from actual music, more into gimmicky content sort of stuff that for one reason or another is a little bit cringy, probably isn't the best song you've ever heard, but people still enjoy it and listen to it. However, that is not the case for level 5. Level 5, coworker music final boss. Or bosses.
Oh,
I'm just
fuck,
going to throw a
this is
quick
gonna be
trigger
bad.
warning for level 5 because this was
Dax.
miserable to listen
I
to.
knew
And
it.
right, let's continue.
I knew it
The
was
coworker
coming.
music final boss is someone that makes very weird or just bad music that you typically find in the depths of the internet. That's right, I'm talking about short form social media platforms. Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts.
You never hear the full song. Ever. You'd have to go out of your way to seek the song. It's like the song is lost media, but it's not lost because people can't find it. It's lost because people don't want to find it.
Facebook Shorts. I bet you didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't either. But really, it's just brain rot stuff. I guess the best way to describe it is music made intended to be a meme or that has been turned into a meme. And a good example of this is Chandler. Honestly, I think Chandler
Ironically enough, I have more respect for music like this than a lot of level 4 and 3 shit. Because at least this shit, like, it's so bad that I'm just automatically gonna assume that it's there's a level of self-awareness behind it. I think this dude knows that this is bullshit, but it's just like, yo, fuck it, man. We just here to, we just here to get a check, bro. Let it stay hidden, hidden talent, let it stay hidden. Nigga, let that shit sit in the fucking bushes to rot like a dead body, never to be discovered, bro. But, yeah, bro.
should be in level 4 because his music isn't that bad, but him and his music have just been memed into oblivion, with many referring to him as a coworker music final boss.
Like, I'll say that, like, they look like they're having
People
fun.
have also made a lot of jokes.
I
'cause he
can't
kinda
even
looks like
hate.
the streamer Queso, so that's
Yeah, I was about to say,
probably-
this nigga looks just like Queso. What the fuck? Even better, bro. He's probably making more money than a lot of rappers right now. At least he's selling out facts. I hate that he's deadass probably selling out arenas more than a lot of these rappers can do, bro. And that's the thing, nigga. We're in such a shitty economy. I think the reason why there's such a lack of feel to a lot of this shit is because, yo, niggas is broke, my nigga. They just out here optimizing because they have no choice. That's how the bills get paid. You probably tried to be a real rapper that can be taken seriously, bro. But let's be honest, bro. The nigga's fat and he looks like Queso. I don't want to hear this nigga talk about his struggles. I don't want to hear this nigga talk about sipping lean. It's going to actually make me think about my life choices. He's not going to make it seem cool. So this is what he has to resort to. And you know what? I fucking respect it, man.
Part of it as well.
I respect it.
They started throwing it back. I'm about all of the features, but I take a like in the ass. I don't even go out in the house no more. I get it right where I'm at.
Someone who portrays level 5 the best is Dax. Dax is the perfect example of this. In fact, I just did a video a couple of weeks ago talking about him and extensively went into why many view him as corny. Most of his music isn't like the worst thing ever, but the skits he does to promote his music as well as a handful of his songs can tend to be pretty cringe.
Even him too. I think there was a point where this is the dude that got jumped by Tory Lanez, right? There was actually a point where I think this dude, it was always corny. His music was always corny, don't get me wrong. But I think he really leaned into it because, like, bro, I'm gonna be honest, the niggas he was trying to make music for did not accept him. So he just said, fuck it, like, these are my people. Like, same shit, like, I get it. I'm not mad at it at all. If he took any other route, he would be less rich than he is now, objectively. Image-wise, not at all appealing, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He got jumped by Tory. I'm 95% sure. I'm gonna pull up the video after this, but yeah.
You're in pain. I can tell by what you're saying.
This next one's my personal
I'm not in pain. Yeah.
I've spoke about Dax in detail though, and I'm sure these clips are pretty self-explanatory. And the main other person I've seen popping up lately that people are calling Coworker music, and that I think qualifies for level 5, is Kill Carl.
I like to cuss like I was raised in a barn. Fuck shit, piss, cock, titties, and darn. You fuck with my friends and you're gonna fucking die.
This guy has a whole bunch more music that I won't subject you guys to, but it's all pretty similar, and the commenters describe his stuff pretty well. Music for people with Joker tattoos. As music, this is pretty crappy, but it barely feels like actual music because it seems like it was created specifically for TikTok. I can't really imagine anyone listening to this with headphones on, but I can see how it works as video content. And this is probably...
Music like this, if we still lived in like a post-algorithmic internet where people actually got to choose what they consumed, this would go literally nowhere. This only thrives because people don't get to always choose what they want to listen to. Like, this is just some shit you'd only discover on TikTok. How would you discover this in 2011? And even if you did, how would you be able to say, like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, gang, like, I like this shit. I want more of this. No, the algorithm just gonna show you more of it now. It's tough. Should I order food or save my money? Also, how do you feel about food stamps being cut? It's terrible. It's fucking terrible. Like, how much? Like, shit. I really got nothing more to say. That shit, it's fucking terrible. It's ridiculous, and the government ain't doing shit about it. Like, the government needs to open back up, but like, I don't think they care. I really don't. It sucks, to put it in layman's terms. Should you order food though? Thursday. Order food tomorrow. Don't do it today.
One of the best ways to describe level 5. Another YouTuber named Shun or whatever did a video about Coworker music a while ago and gave an interesting take about why the artist may be doing this.
The sad part is when you see the artists that are clearly crossing boundaries of acceptability to get attention, and it sucks that the modern landscape has pushed them there. Looking back to the early 2010s, which of course was like 3 years ago, I remember the cringe or shock factor helping songs become viral. This happened with Rebecca Black's Friday, or to some extent Miley Cyrus's Wrecking Ball, which had a music video the world just wasn't ready to see yet. After that, there was this era of satire meme music helping artists blow up. At some point, another transition occurred, and we now have this environment where, after what feels like an ever-accelerating arms race of another transition occurred, and we now have this
32,393 likes. Coworker music. This shit is so bad. 28,000 likes. The hate comments are getting more likes than a lot of the average rappers' fucking music videos get views on YouTube, my nigga. This is this is so painfully white. If I could, I would like that. That's funny. But yeah, wow. I want to see how bad the government shutdown can get. Well, you might have no choice, because I'm gonna be honest, I think this is gonna be probably the longest government shutdown in history. Because at least before, like, the priority at least felt like it was to get this shit open back up. I feel like niggas really don't even care. Like, it's not even really being addressed by our president. So yeah, I think this one gonna last a minute, man. This one gonna last a minute. That's crazy, LOL. Nah, like, I get why people do. I hate to say it, bro, but maybe this is the content creator mind in me, but I get why people do this. I do.
environment where, After what feels like an ever-accelerating arms race of made-for-virality content, we see artists desperately trying to get ahead by seeing who can rage bait people into engaging with their content the most. Something about that feels wrong to me.
And this could definitely be applicable to everyone on every level of this list. Level 1 and 2 are making super overproduced, squeaky clean music.
But it's making money.
As many people as possible to make money. Level 3 probably doesn't really fit into this, but level 4 and 5 I think are making music that they know may be cringy or come off as corny to purposely do one of two things. Either to appeal to a super niche audience that they know will actually like their music, while most others won't. Or to rage bait you into listening to their songs or make meme songs that you find entertaining so you play with your friends or something like that. Regardless, for everybody the goal is probably money and clout.
If there's one real takeaway from this video, I guess it would just be, don't get mad at these posts.
I think the underground rappers and like people that actually could be doing this but aren't, I think they just care about their image too much to stoop this low. I think that's the only thing keeping niggas from like, or more people from actually doing this. I feel like as much money as you can probably make and as much as you can optimize this, at the end of the day, like it's the hate comments are gonna get to certain people. I'd probably be doing this shit too, bro. Fuck it. Because at the end of the day, you gotta make a living. And that's really just the gist of the video. That's the gist of a lot of videos nowadays, man. But that's what it is, bro. Not for real, but it depends on what rap bowl you're in. Not for sure, but I just feel like there's a certain, like, if you're hated by other rappers, yeah, you could get jumped or killed, but at least people are like, oh shit, like, he not pussy. With this, is just like, bro, people think you're stupid, pussy, and you get no hoes. Like, it's just there's nothing but drawbacks to this other than the engagement. But yeah, these guys ain't really in. Wait, why the fuck is this shit over? These guys ain't really in like Dax. Nah, bro, Dax will never come within 25 kilometers of my playlist. Why the fuck did it just do that?
Because they're like without fail meant to be bad. I'm being serious here. If you see any shit music in your feed, please go to their account and scroll back. It's like a fun little game you can play with yourself to see the transition from I want to make music to I need to get impressions, and then they just like lose their minds.
Years ago, I actually interviewed a guy named Sadzilla for a video about Spotify playlists, and recently he's been going viral for making quote-unquote coworker music as well. Since I've seen him go viral lately with this trend,
bro.
I figured that I'd reach out for his perspective. He agreed with my different
It makes
definitions
me legit want to like not be on Earth anymore, bro. Like, god damn it, man.
Of coworker music, with a lot of people mocking it because they think they have this superior taste. He also said that he thinks artists like Dax lean into it because the people mocking it do boost engagement, helping the content reach its intended audience.
Not even music at that point,
concluded
bro.
saying, "For me personally, when I stopped caring about being the best or trying to be taken super seriously and just started having fun with my music, everything clicked. The engagement I get now feels different. Some folks might find it cringy, but I'm not making it for them. I'm making stuff that feels good to me. Even my kid loves the silly songs, and that means more than random internet opinions. At the end of the day..."
Yeah, to translate, for me personally, I wasn't making enough money doing music to be taken seriously. Me and my kids were eating banana sandwiches, so now I make songs about banana phones because I need money so I can feed my fucking kids. Fair. But I'm not convinced that you enjoy making this, man. What part? I'm not. Oh, like, it sound cute and shit, bro, but like, my nigga, no, bro. I need to hear it from him personally. I need to actually hear it from him personally so I could get a feel of like, yo, do you really enjoy this? Then I need to witness him, not for too long, but just enough. Just enough so I could get, like, kind of gauge the situation. I need to see this dude in the studio to see how much he enjoys this. It's like your trap, though. 100% it's like your trap. This shit is sad as fuck. 100%.
Coworker music, or NPC music, is just the new meme rap. So for whatever reason, coworker music is a real thing. It's being made
between a rock and a
it's
fat
being
bitch.
And if you like it or make it, good on you for listening to what you want or making whatever you want. But I do think there are a couple songs in this video that are worthy of criticism. If you like this video, you might like my video where I go much more in depth on Dax and his career, which had some pretty interesting turns. Anyways, if you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, especially after I had to listen to a lot of this stuff and kind of fry my brain this week. Subscribe even, because I had to go through that. I'd appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.
Video, though.